We are back.
We're back.
August.
We got August, the grindy month.
It is.
I feel like it's grindy, bro.
Just a hot, grimy. Still get on them though.
Grindy. It's tough. Lots of fish have moved off their big schools.
Yep.
You got them scattered out. You can catch fish shallow starting out. You know, kind of get that shallow swing started. Catch fish still deep offshore.
Right.
You got a lot of different stuff we can do.
There is.
Tate, what is your top 3 baits? Let's start with number 1.
Number 1. This one, drop shot. Nothing crazy here, guys. Drop shot. Some different
beat up, you know? And
yeah. They've seen how many worms, how many baits go by them. Sometimes I feel like, especially on those offshore schools, like you might find some fresh, shallower fish that are still munching, you know, good. But those offshore schools, I like hitting them with the drop shot. Super simple, super easy. We do have some new options now, new size.
Those I'm excited about.
And the cliffhanger. It's a 6.5 inch now. I think we got 5 or 6 colors in those, but some good ones. The Polluted Dawn, Natural Magic. Been catching them good on this lately. I know Clifford was out with Drew, catching them good on it too.
Got some studs that swirl.
Just a drop shot. You know, I like it too. You can just keep it in their face. Just keep shaking that slack line on them. Most of the time I'm still, you know, running like the cover shot style hook.
And any depth really too, right? I mean,
yeah, you can fish that. That's what's nice too. If you know, 1/4 ounce weight on there, you can still fish that shallow to pretty deep water.
Right.
But super simple one, guys. I've been liking the Morning Dawns lately. Polluted Dawn is a good one. Drop shot, man.
Pink in Arizona. I mean, guys, I think we've shown this a lot, but like, if you don't have a pink or purple worm in your dang boat,
you're missing out.
You're missing out.
Pink and purple. I don't know why they love it though.
They just love it.
Yeah, magic worm, freaking old new cliffhanger.
They catch a lot of big fish on. You know, I think I've had a fairy one in my hand this year more than most years.
I hate to say it,
because it's been catching big fish, man.
It has been.
Been catching some big fish.
But yeah, beat up schools. Hit them with a little 6-inch worm.
Hit them with a little 6-inch worm.
They'll eat it. What are you starting off?
Well, I'm starting off with same thing, worm style bait here, guys. But I'm doing something that, and it seems like for some reason this gets really good in the later part of summer rather than the early part of summer. Because usually in the early part of summer, I mean, we're throwing the big, you know, Texas rig worm, you know, ribbon tail, a lot of action. We're throwing the freaking cranks. We're throwing spoons. Fish are fired up, moving around. They're feeding hard, right? But when they get beat up, pressure-wise from the lake, and are they catching, you know, people are catching a lot of fish. You get on these spots that still have big fish, but they're hard to catch. Man, old Magnum Shaky Head, guys. Old Magnum Shaky Head. This has caught a lot of big fish in August for me. You know, I'm not going to go on a spot and catch like 10 fish on this thing.
Right.
So that's not happening. That's not what this is for, right? This is like a 1-2 fish, you know, bait on a spot. I'm going to catch typically the bigger fish on that spot on this bait typically right now. And the Mag Busa from 6 Cents 8.0 pairs up beautifully on the 5/8 7/0 Magnum Shaky Heads from 6 Cents. It's super simple, guys. You put it out there and you can fish in any depth. And we got a bunch of different weights, sizes, all that jazz if you want to throw a smaller worm, bigger worm, but particularly the bigger worm because I want that big profile to draw those big fish to bite that are still finicky, that are beat up. And I'm just keeping it. My cast on this bait, I think probably last at least 2 to 3 minutes on one cast.
Just slow.
It is slow,
just
guys.
Keeping it in front of their face.
You're just constantly shaking it, keeping it in front of their face. You see a fish on live scope down the bottom, or you get one to follow it down or whatever. Until they bite it, I'm just trying to keep it in their face as long as possible.
Yeah.
And that gets a lot of big bites for me in August. I catch, you know, some really, really big fish.
Yeah.
Magnum Shaky Heads in August, man.
Yeah. What
you got next?
Almost the same thing, little twist on it though. Using one of the same worms, that Mag Busa, and then like the 7.75 inch cut tail from Yamamoto.
It's a good worm too.
I'm throwing them on a Neko Rig. So I'm still going spinning rod, little beefier spinning rod. You know, 15.
Magnum Neko Rig.
Yes,
I like it. I like it.
They've been beat up, like we said, with that big curly tail worm, Texas rig, free rig, all that stuff. So This is just a super finessey, slow, just a natural presentation to catch them. You know, like 3/32 to an 1/8. You know, I'll throw a little heavier nail weight in there. Depending on what worm you're running, that 7 or 8 millimeter crossover is gonna do good. Sometimes if they don't have like the ribs on there though, it's a little tough. I'll just run the Neko hack. You'll still go through some worms, but you get some big bites on this. But same idea as that shaky head. Just casting it out there, super long cast, and just shaking that thing through the schools. And again, with this, you know, you're still got that big worm profile, so you're still targeting those bigger fish out of that school, but same idea. I mean, just shaking it super slow. You'll feel it pop off a rock, and I mean, this thing just falls super slow and natural. But
so for the viewers at home, are you getting, like, when you're targeting fish on this bait, because I haven't messed around with the Magnum Neko Rig. I messed around a lot with the Neko Rig this year, but not a Magnum style. I know you've caught a lot of fish in the Magnum style this year.
yes.
Are you catching some on the fall, like on live scope? Are they falling? Are they waiting until it hits the bottom and then eating it, or
like you know, with the smaller worms, you can catch those suspended ones. I've noticed with the big worm, it's more kind of middle of my cast. Like it hits the bottom and I'm working it back.
Gotcha.
But like with that smaller, you know, with something like if you're doing like the magic worm or something, I've noticed they eat it better with those suspended fish. Yeah.
Because I get a lot of fish to eat the Nicorama on the fall.
Right.
You can target some suspended fish. I'm just curious.
And
if
I've noticed that I like the bottom fish better with the bigger Neko.
Gotcha.
And then I'm just shaking that thing, just slowly hopping it. But that little cut tail, that little tail design they got on there looks super
dances,
good. Yeah.
man.
Even on the fall, you know, it's just got that little
great shaky head worm too.
Yeah.
I mean, hand in hand.
That's what's nice. Both these worms, you can throw the freaking Neko, throw the shaky head on there. They're versatile worms. But
and I feel like too, guys, think about it too. I mean, we got two very similar options, but very different. You know, don't get these confused. The Magnum Shaky Head, you're throwing beefy setup, 20-pound test. Your bottom fish, you're catching, you know, you're targeting big fish with that as well. But on the other side of things, you got a whole different action with what he's talking about with a Neko Rig.
Right.
That worm's collapsing just like a wacky worm.
Yep.
You can hop it off the bottom and it'll fall. Completely different than the Shaky Head.
Totally different look. Same worm.
Totally and on a little bit lighter line too, so if they are finicky.
You got cleaner water, something. Still want to catch them on the big worm.
Bingo. It's a good one. I'm going to have to try that out here. I know that we catch some big ones on that sucker.
Heck yeah.
Another one of my favorites too. You know, when these fish they're still offshore, you know, specifically targeting offshore fish with this, and you get a lot of those fish that, again, have been beat up, want to see something different. The winged Fluke, and we just got the new sizes in. I'm super stoked about this because you don't have to wait on depth Sakamata shads anymore. You got the 6.5 and the 7.5 winged Fluke. And guys, this is awesome because on the Carolina rig, I go through a lot of baits. I don't know about you. But throw this on a Carolina rig, guys. You know, I'm typically throwing a 3/4 ounce or 1 ounce weight. And I'm putting a pretty long leader on there. I'm putting about a 3-foot leader because what I want this to just float around all natural. Notice this bait's, you know, there's not a whole lot of action. You got a little bit of tail dance and stuff, but what this does with those wings on a Carolina rig is when you pull, that bait settles on the bottom with your Carolina rig, and you pull with your rod tip, you just start dragging, it raises up with the wings and it just glides natural.
That's a little.
Oh man,
see, I haven't
I've caught some
that.
big ones on this thing. Those wings, like I said, raise it up when you pull it, and then it'll fall to one side and then the other, and it'll kind of just flow nice. And you can work it fast. You can twitch hard, and then it'll pop up hard and then dive down, just nice and natural.
That's nice.
And it's caught some really big finicky fish for me. You know, when they're not on those giant, this is not a bait you're targeting, you know, fresh schools with that are feeding hard. Right. Like this is a follow-up bait typically in that type of situation. Or it's targeting, you know, 1 or 2 big ones like the Shaky Head or the big Neko. And guys, you got to give that a try. We got a bunch of great colors. Just got a ton of them in. And I love those suckers. Going to catch a lot of big fish. Caught a lot of big fish on the 5-inch, and now get to throw the 6.5 and the 7.5, which I'm stoked about.
Yeah, that's a little sneaky.
It's a little sneaky sneak. Y'all need to try that. What you got next?
Last one, still throwing a big crank. I wanted to talk specifically more on big finesse crank. So, you know, you have more your Strike King style, the Cloud series, got that
the aggressive stuff, right? Yeah.
Fresh summer fish crankbaits is what I kind of consider those as. if you guys still want to catch them on a crank, you still can. You know, you got those beat up schools, but you kind of just got to adjust what you're throwing. So, you know, go to a balsa bait, like the DT series. For us in Arizona, still deeper. You know, I like the 16, but I mean, really any from the DT 10 to the 16, wherever you're at, that balsa crank's definitely going to get you some more bites. Just again, super natural, just more subtle. Another good version is the Crush series from 6 Cents. This is a plastic bait. It almost has more subtle action, kind of like your balsa cranks would.
Like those flat sides.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost, yeah.
But it's just super fun. I love catching them, cranking, power fishing. So this is a good one. You got a super windy day. You can't really throw that lighter Neko. You just want to go cover some water. You know, one of these Crushes or the DT series is super good one to go catch some fish all through August. And then
good way to find some feeding fish.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. Crank's always good to have on the deck.
Absolutely.
If you know, go find fish with it, fire up a school with it. But that's my favorite.
Well, I'm curious, you guys. Question for the viewers here. I want to know what y'all's little secret. So going into August, it's typically like that. Like I said, when I think August, I think grind. Grind. It's a grind to catch big ones. It's a grind to catch a lot of fish. It can be a grind a lot of places. Usually it's really hot. It's beat up. Lots of pressure. Seeing all the lakes, all the schools broke up. Right. You got fish in all different water columns. It's kind of a mess. And to find some big fish and pattern out some big fish, you know, what are you guys doing in whatever state you're in or here in Arizona? Like, how are you guys targeting those pressured, spread out fish? You know, are you hopping a lot of spots? What baits are you using? Right. I'm curious to know what you guys like.
Let us know.
I'll tell you my last one. I'm gonna give this up. I'm gonna give this up, man. So last week just caught a DD here at Saguaro on this guy, and I'm gonna hook you guys up. I'm gonna show you exactly what, and more importantly, how this bait should be fished when you're targeting them on the bottom. So we got an Evo Elite Chatterbait. I like the 1/2 ounces, the 3/8. We got a bunch of 1/2 ounce in, but 1/2 ounce green pumpkin. Okay, I'm mimicking a bluegill or crawfish, and I like the 5.5 smoked shad when I'm around big fish. You know, if I'm fishing Saguaro, I know the caliber of fish right now. You know, sizable, right? Throwing that on there as the trailer. And here's the key, guys. You can throw the jackhammer, you can throw other chatterbaits, but the Evo Elite Tungsten particularly, it feathers the best out of all of them. And I'll explain feathering here. So you and I fished this way, and we've smoked them like this. But you're letting this chatterbait, you're casting out there, you're letting it go to the bottom on an ambush spot or where you see fish or around a grass line, okay? You're casting out there in 15, 20 foot of water, and you're letting that chatterbait fall 15, 20 foot all the way to the bottom. And then it's just a steady reel up and pull, and you just want to feel that bait vibrate and then stop and then falls back down. Let me tell you guys, some of the bites that you get on this, monstrous, unreal. Some of them, you know, they'll just be a tiny little tick, right? Or some of them will literally knock 3 feet of slack in it and just take off. But guys, it is super, super fun way. If you guys haven't fished a chatterbait this way, y'all need to. It will pick up some extra fish that are on the aggressive side of things in August or around that grass that are, you know, just hunkered down in the grass, looking for something to eat maybe, or kind of interested, kind of not. This gets them fired up. I've done so well, for some reason, late summer on this thing. It seems to really not be that great in like the early, you know, more shallow reeling it, but like as it gets later, that just dragging, you guys got to try that, man. It's such a fun bite, and catches a lot of big ones. Like I said, DD to Saguaro. Heck yeah. And yeah, man, it's fun. August, that's a fun way. Yeah, August it's a fun month still, though. Oh yeah, still get on them good. Still lots of big fish, you know, guys. If you guys want to catch some big fish, you know, summertime is a little slow on the guide side of things. Got some openings, and if brave the heat, guys, get out there, because I mean we're catching a lot of fish and a lot of big fish. Yep. So yeah, you can go do some damage early morning and get out of there early and be good. Yep. Beat the heat a little bit. But heck yeah. We'll make sure we link all this stuff below, guys. Let us know your top baits for this month. What are y'all throwing? We'll catch y'all soon.
Peace.
Later.